everyone, and welcome back to the neighborhood. This video is going to be my third trimester recap. So if you want to hear what happened in my final days of pregnancy, continue on watching the video. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So my third trimester, which is from weeks 27 up until 40, which for me, it's going to be week 27 till week 38. I got a lot of sciatic nerve pain or a lot of like pelvic pressure pain since the beginning, since literally, I think I forgot to mention, like since week 10, I was getting a lot of pressure and pelvic pain. So that was intensifying to the point where I couldn't even lie down. Like laying down in the couch was so miserable. Like I could not get up. I could not roll to my side. If I separated my legs at all, torture. Like I couldn't walk downstairs. It was really, really bad. Um, and that didn't start to ease up until week 30, I'm gonna say. So that's something that I was experiencing a lot or noticing it a lot in my third trimester. For foods and cravings in that third trimester, nothing really, just the same type of things I was eating. I was relatively trying to eat healthier, or I was sort of losing interest in food because every time if I had like a really good meal that I liked at like dinner time, it'd just be so disappointing because I knew I'd be like throwing it up. So at this point, like food was becoming a bit disappointing for me, which sucks, you know. The third trimester became crunch time for me. Something else I wanted to mention, I did not purchase anything for baby throughout this whole time. It wasn't until the third trimester where I started to purchase little things. And that's because I have two kids already and their rooms are like filled to the max. And when they were babies, especially my first, I bought a lot of nonsense I didn't need. And then I threw it all out because I thought I wasn't going to have another kid. And then my second kid, my family, of course, family splurged her and gave her more than what she needed. And then again, I said, you know, I'm not having another kid. So I got rid of all those things, expensive things like strollers, a crib, all of that I got rid of. So by the third trimester, I was telling myself, crap, I have to buy all these things again. I started to look up a lot of minimalist videos, which definitely is a video I might consider like my minimalist lifestyle for baby number 3. That's super interesting. I never thought I would be a minimalist, but that's the life I'm living. Plus, because of space wise, I started to create my baby registry in the third trimester, which is super late, but that's something I did. Of course, before this, I had a miscarriage, so I wanted to wait till the second trimester even to announce my pregnancy and wait even further to buy things because you hear all the horror stories and just the facts of life, what sometimes happens. So, and I knew quite a few people in my circle in life who was having miscarriages far on. So that was something that was sort of in the back of my head. But of course, I just kept praying and just, you know, you can't always think your situation's not always the same. I feel like emotionally, this last trimester is a very emotional trimester. I wasn't somebody who was crying throughout my pregnancy, but in the last trimester, I found, I don't know, I was getting really emotional and I was getting really tired of being pregnant. But at the same time, I was thinking about how long I tried to conceive and how much I wanted this third child. So it's really a tug of war of emotions, honestly. If you've experienced that, definitely like this video or put it in the comments if you've experienced a similar situation. From week 30 to 36, there was really no change. I just continued to buy things. I was still going out like my normal lifestyle. I was getting bigger and more like visibly pregnant, that people would actually let me go in front of them in the store, or you know, people would look at my belly a little bit more. Of course, some people probably looked at me like, is she pregnant or is she just gaining weight? Like the people in my neighborhood, nobody really asked. So, and I never really shared. I started watching a lot of videos of people who sporadically started giving birth at 36 weeks. So I was getting a bit paranoid. So I started to really hunker down and start purchasing things for baby. I did wait till last minute because I'm a little bit of a procrastinator. I waited till last minute to it was 37 weeks before I actually was packing my diaper bag, her diaper bag, and me and my partner, we just shared a bag. You know, a pair of underwear and a t-shirt. Boom, you're done. But I didn't do that until 37 weeks. Of course, I started to pack my kids' luggages because they had to stay at their grandparents. So packing a bag for 5 people is very stressful, and you forget all the things you have to do right at the end. And I think it would have been less stressful if I just started doing it slowly, but sometimes I work better under pressure, to be honest. In my last week of pregnancy, I literally, this is my last picture I took pregnant. Well, my second last picture, there's a picture of me in the hospital, but the last picture at home, full belly, full girth and all, I just started to really feel like we don't know if we're going to have any more children. For me, this was a very tough pregnancy. And overall, to sum it up, this was probably my um, most challenging pregnancy for many reasons that some things I probably didn't share. And just like physically wise, it was very hard on the body, and it still is very hard on the body. And times have changed so much, especially during COVID, or what's the tail end of COVID, where things are still like you're still isolated in a sense, and you have to do things a certain way and still have to wear a mask and all of that. So I was really thinking a lot about not being pregnant anymore and not feeling baby's kicks in my body anymore and feeling her hiccups anymore. And even though I was sick, but what's really twisted is like miss not being sick because you get used to being so sick. It's strange. But yes, so to sum it up, this pregnancy was probably the most difficult and probably the one I will remember the most. And I'm glad I'm documenting this so I can remember it. Alright guys, so my next video is going to be my labor and delivery story. So if you want to continue on seeing the final journey and to see the video of baby girl, definitely subscribe. You can leave me some positive comments or a like if you did enjoy this video.